Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Honestly, I'm gonna skip the formalities. Why? Because every time I come on here, it's like a couple of years that's passed. I say how I've been away for so long, and now I'm back, and I'm gonna be consistent, and yada yada yada. And as y'all can see from my track record, it don't be the case. So, with that being said, I'm just going to jump right into things and basically just share what's on my mind, share how things have been. A lot has changed, a lot is changing, and I know that a lot will change. So, yeah, that's just that. Let's get into it. Currently, I'm 23. I'm in Florida. I ran away from New York for a couple of days. I spent 10 beautiful days in the Virgin Islands and then came over to Florida, and I've been here for about almost 2 weeks, I think. But I'm going home soon, going back to my reality. Um, wow, when I really just think about what's transpired in my life lately, I'm both grateful, sad, lost, content. Like, I'm just a lot of things right now in my life, to be honest. I feel like I'm still trying to figure out what is it that I even want to do with this life that God has given me, and how do I use that life to honor Him. Everything I've tried to do in pursuit of success, wealth, I wouldn't even say fame, but mainly success and wealth, it hasn't worked out. And when I was younger, my mother said to me, like, I think teenage years, but she was basically like, you're never going to be happy if you're not doing what the Lord wants you to do. And then that came back to me again through somebody else this year. And honestly, it's just the truth. When I think about what makes me happy, it's really seeing the lives of others impacted first and foremost by the power of God. And then secondly, just in general, like, seeing people get blessed and seeing children in other countries have the necessities to have a good quality life, being able to help people that may need the help, or people who may not seem like they need the help but still need the help, right? Because we all need help in some form of fashion, especially in this economy, right? But all jokes aside though, like, I just feel like just this year alone, mind you, we are about to end out 2025. Just this year alone, I feel like I came into this year honestly unprepared. I feel like I was unprepared. Last year, I set all these goals. When I reflected, I'm like, oh wow, I did hit a good amount of my goals that I didn't even realize I was doing. But then there was also a lot of things that I didn't accomplish. So looking into 2025, I'm like, okay, this is where I'm going to start from and just progress and this, that, and the third. And because I wasn't intentional with creating my goals for this year and creating like an actual vision board that I see myself committing to, I just feel like I'm lost. Not completely, because I know God is giving me direction and giving me guidance, and that in the end it doesn't make sense right now, but it will make sense later on. So I don't want to say like, oh, I'm so drastically lost, but I just feel like, what am I doing? I recently had, to some degree, a career change, and I'm going back to work that I personally don't want to do, but I'm just asking the Lord to help me to be even more content in my life. I'm not happy with a lot of things, but I noticed that I think so negatively about a lot of things, and I'm just working on changing my mindset about it, because this here really is our biggest enemy. And if the enemy can get us in here, we are just prey. at this point, you know? So yeah, I've noticed that there's a lot of things that I'm not happy about. But when I have to be realistic and real with myself, there's a lot of things or areas in my life where I'm not taking the needed steps or applying the needed pressure to be able to have the lifestyle that I desire and will want for myself. And I was really thinking about it the other day. Like, why? I was watching the movie Creed last night, the first one, and shout out to Michael B. Jordan because he did that. But just like watching his relentless pursuit of wanting to be this boxer and make a name for himself, irregardless of who his father was, he was committed. He was coachable or teachable. He was relentless, and he was hungry. Like, he really wanted it. And I feel like that's passion, right? And I'm just trying to figure out, what am I truly passionate about that I want to wake up every day and do? That I want to wake up and it doesn't even feel like work, because they say when you're having a good time or when you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. So it was just like waiting, and that's really it for real, guys. Just waiting. I asked myself, why am I not committed to YouTube? Why have I let so many things happen and so much time pass, and I just don't pick up the phone, and there's always an excuse. Oh, when I get a new phone, I'll create content. Boom, got the new phone. Oh, when I get the accessories, like the mic and the camera screen thing. It's on TikTok, guys, where you can like basically flip your phone and utilize the back camera with the mirror screen thing. I don't know, but got that, got the light, got the stand, got another tripod like that my friend blessed me with a ring light. So when it comes to making content, I got the suction cup thingy that you like stand the holder, and you can put on a mirror or a door or wall, whatever, and it sticks and it's really good. I got all these things, and yet I still find another excuse as to why I shouldn't record or post, or like, there's so many people making money off of just sharing their life, and people in this day and age, we are consumers, right? And it's really important what we are feeding our spirit and what we're allowing to be consumed on our end, those as believers and even as non-believers. That's the thing they don't think about when you're consuming all this music and all these movies and all these negative things. Is really affecting you more than you know. But yeah, just so many reasons why I shouldn't or I don't do it. And it's like, girl, honestly, when I think about it, yes, the money would be nice, but I started getting to the point where it's like, you have a way to, one, share the gospel digitally, virtually. You have a way to connect with people across the world. You have a way to, if God puts his hands on it and allows his favor and blessing to be upon it, if this is something he ordains and see me called and or fit to do, that can be a source of income. But yet we're so quick, and by we're, me, I guess, sometimes so quick to like, that's for other people. My biggest thing, y'all, if I have to be honest, I hate editing. I hate it. And I know that's a large part of being a content creator, is editing and taking the time to create the content and then taking it back to edit. And sometimes you take more time to edit than you do to even record. And I feel like that's the frustrating part about it. And because of it, I don't want to commit to making the videos. But then I had to look at it from a different perspective. I'm like, girl, you don't want to commit to editing, but you're going to commit to a job. And I struggle with even doing that. But like, why not commit to something that you have the opportunity to create for yourself and do for leisure and do it at your own, time, and you don't want to do it, right? I just feel like there's a lot of things and opportunities that me personally, I feel like I take for granted. And so I'm not going to come out with this grand gesture and say, oh, I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be on here. I'm going to do this, that, and the third. My goal, honestly, is just one video at a time. I overwhelm myself a lot. I get very ambitious at times, and I just think about what's next. That didn't work out, next. Instead of allowing things to produce fruit, right? I'm part of the people in the generation that desires a microwave society, right? That we like want things when we want them instead of actually taking the time to be prepared for the things that we want. And I struggle with that, if I have to be honest. I sometimes want God to move on my time, and I know he's not, but yet it's still this false hope that I provide myself that no, like, things are gonna move fast. I just gotta do this, I just gotta grind, I just gotta get to the bag, and everything's gonna be great. And every time I go ahead of God, it's like stop. And here we go, repeating the lesson again, because you didn't clearly catch it the last time. And so I'm just in a season where I'm trying to avoid the lesson. Not in a negative, like, oh, I don't want to learn. No, like, I've learned, and I need to stop trying to find the easy way to solve the problem and take the long way and do the long math, instead of trying to just go quick with it. But all in all, I can say it's been a crazy 9 months into the year. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of wins, a lot of losses, a lot of setbacks, pains, like all these different things that is natural. But it's like, respectfully, I think that, first and foremost, I'm getting older. So it was like my mindset is changing, and I'm just like, enough is enough. Time is running out, both naturally and spiritually. Like, days are shorter. I just feel like the time is just so much sped up. People are getting older, babies are getting like grown. It's just all these different things happening. I'm like, bro, I blinked, I'm 23, sooner or later 25, and like that makes me want to panic, because for me 25 is like the age that I'm like, by 25 I gotta have this in order, this, that, and the third. And life is not going the way I want it planned. Wanted to be done with college in 4 years, still haven't finished, still hasn't, haven't graduated. Desperately want to go back and finish my degree and get that portion of my life and chapter closed and completed. But ultimately, I'm just trusting God. It's scary. It's hard. Sometimes I'm just questioning. Hold on, why do I feel so much? Oh, I'm like literally in the heat, and I'm like, my back is cooking. Oh, I'm sorry, because I was supposed to be my tripod and walked right out and forgot the tripod, and I'm like, girl, I'm thinking about going over there, but there's no table.